What's up guys, it's Frank here and welcome back to the pool equipment pad overview. We have behind us here is an automatic pool cover. Today we're going to go over how to do basic operations of this pool cover, basically how to open it and close it properly and protect yourself from your $10,000 to $15,000 investment here. That like, share, and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it here. We would like to let the world to know what we do here at Royal Pools. And every time we come out with a new video, if you hit that bell button, you're gonna be notified. All right, guys, automatic pool covers. Today, it's very important for me just to go over the basic operations, how to open and close them. I know it seems like common sense, but I wanna make sure we cover the grounds here of everything and how to not overdrive it while you're closing it, how to not overdrive it while you're opening it. So we're gonna start here with the closed position. As you can see, the pool is closed. This is about a 40-foot long pool here. All automatic pool covers. This one is a cover star here. Comes with cover pumps. You wanna make sure your cover pump is properly working. What it does is it allows you to eliminate the water on top of the cover. We wanna keep the cover as dry and clean of debris as possible. So the first thing you wanna do is pull off your automatic pool cover. This one's within reach from the handle there. You never wanna pull it from the cord. Pulling it from the cord can loosen it. You can have a shortage here. Along with that, what we have here is a cover blast. This allows the water to get shot off the pool up to 25 feet, the box says. Otherwise, you'll see a garden hose attached to this, and you want to snake the garden hose onto the concrete out into the grass here, eliminating the water. So again, the first thing you want to do while opening is removing your auto cover. Some people do also tie a rope to this to where they can pull it. We're going to pull it off the cover, and then we're going to begin to open it. The first thing I want to do before you actually open it is, again, make sure you're checking the cover of any debris. What's most important is we don't want any pool noodles, any floats, balls, a basketball, whatever it be, no rocks. We don't want anything coming across this way here and getting wedged underneath the lid. There's brackets under these lids here, at this point here, somewhere along this point. If a ball gets stuck in here, it can bunch up the material and the bracket will rip the material here. So it's also very important to make sure that you have no debris. If you have a pile of leaves, just take it off. It's your own good because all that debris is going to go in there, and what rolls up off the cover will ultimately roll in the pool eventually, some sort of it, and it will look like debris on your pool floor. So let's go ahead and open it. While the pool cover is opening, the one thing we want to pay attention to is the lead bar. Everything should be fairly smooth. You might get a little bit of skipping here. You might get some rope flip, but you want to look at the lead bar, make sure it's squared up here. I can actually tell by this pool here, the lead bar is a little crooked. We might need to do a slight rope adjustment. This pool is normal, but what's important is when we actually stop the pool, we can see it's crooked as I said before, but when we stop it, we want to stop the cover before it makes it back to the back of this track here. This is very important. You can even stop the lead bar right at the edge of the pool here. We don't want to drive this lead bar all the way back unless your installer has put stops in there via an automation system or something like that, and it has to sense that the pool cover is open to turn water features on. In this case scenario, this system does not have a stopper. You have to manually stop it. This is so important that we stop this cover at the edge of the pool. In particular, with a fiberglass pool like we're viewing today, you have about 10, 11 inches here to play with. But when it comes to a vinyl, you might want to stop the lead bar just over the water level. We don't want to drive it back. There are rope guides in here, and then this piece in here is a glider. We don't want that to ram into the rope guides. You'll damage the glider, potentially rip the material and damage the rope guide inside there. That's the basic function of opening. Remember, the key things are to stop it over the pool. Again, this lead bar, I do apologize, is a little crooked. These ropes are made out of nylon. There is a brand out there that does have steel cables, being cover pools. This one's cover star. These ropes do have to be adjusted a little bit every once in a while. So we're gonna line this bar back up later on here, but we're gonna stop the lead bar, which is right here. I hope you can get a good shot of that. The lead bar right at the edge of the pool, not driving it back to where the auto cover housing unit comes into play here. So now we're gonna close the pool, and there's one simple rule when we first start. You wanna make sure the pool is completely clear on the surface of any toys, floats, anything like that. It's not of huge importance. It's just good practice to have. You also want to make sure that nobody's in the water. Obviously, we don't want to get anybody trapped underneath there. That is why they have specific rules for key switches. They have to be in sight of the pool so you can see what's in around the pool. That is a law. So right now, we're going to close the pool. All right, guys, when it comes to closing the pool, you can see the cover rolls up on itself, so the tarp itself is a little bit wet, which is 100% normal. But when it comes to closing, we want to make sure that the lead bar stops and you release the button right when it hits the concrete, which is now. If you hit that button and hold it, you will overdrive it. All of the tension on these rope systems or steel systems comes when the material closes. So what you can do is you're going to over torque those ropes. You can potentially stretch them and damage them. So the most important thing is making sure that it closes nice and square, which this one is. It does open crooked, but we'll address that later. We're going to close it and we're going to hit that front edge of that concrete and let go of the button, making sure it's completely closed, making sure we don't overstretch those ropes. Those two things on opening and closing are very important. All right, the final thing I want to address here, just like the first step, is we took off the cover pump. We're going to want to put the cover pump back on. The one thing I want to point out is when we put these cover pumps back on, again, we don't want to grab them from the cable. We don't want to grab them from the cover blast or a garden hose. We don't want to throw them. We want to place them out to where we can actually efficiently drain with a cover blaster or a garden hose. You don't want to throw these out on the cover. You want to place them. And a little trick that I've learned is you want to kind of mix up your placing positions. What happens there is if this cover pump sits here for months on end, maybe every year you place it in the same mark every time, you're gonna get dirt marks, dirt rings. That allows the material to dry rot and get weaker. Also algae will form. So you kind of want to move this thing around a little bit. Get a little creative. You don't want any stains here. This cover is fairly dirty. It is a good idea to wash these covers and protect them with UVA, UVB protectant. Manufacturers do supply that, or even a simple degreaser that you can put on there that won't taint it. You're gonna wanna wash this cover, which we will be doing here, and then we're gonna wanna condition it as well. Make sure you protect it. Any dirt marks, see if you can hit it with a broom, a light bristle brush, take them off. Again, moving this thing around will help that. We don't want any dirt stains to cause any dry rot for the material to fail here, guys. So there you have it, guys. Automatic pool cover, how to open it, close it properly, some little tips, tricks. Big thing is when you're closing it, don't over close it. When you open it, don't over open it into the auto cover box, and always place your cover pump on there, whether you think there's gonna be rain or not. Those are the best ways to protect this thing, along with washing and protecting it. All right, guys, there you have it. So if you guys wanna take out some more information, take a look at our learning center at royalpoolsandmore.com, or you can view us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or any other social networks that we have. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next time.